Last night it sounded like you were optimistic Ciccone would be good to play. Is that the case? Is he in?
Yeah, Ciccone is in tonight. Yes.
Anything on Kozak?
He skated with the team for the first time yesterday in non-contact. He'll go non-contact again today, and then we'll just keep progressing and see. He's getting closer, but there's still some things to go through until he'd be cleared to play.
I think the last time we talked about him, he was still listed as week to week. Would you keep it at that or day to day?
He's closer to day to day. I'd say Kozak right now.
Okay. Starting goaltender?
Levi will start in goal.
And we talked earlier in the week, Rusek being reassigned. Was he expected to play?
Rusek will play. He'll go on the line with Byro and Weisbach. They've played together in the past a decent amount, been a good line together. So excited to get Rusek back. It's a really good opportunity for him. I mean, this is the longest run he's had in the NHL. And so there's a lot of confidence and experience and knowledge he's gained from that. And now it's an opportunity for him to kind of, with his play, with his competitiveness, kind of state that he's done with this league. With the way he can play here for the rest of the season and then however long our playoffs go. And that's the challenge we've laid out to him. You know, he wants to be a full-time Buffalo Sabre next year, and he'll get an opportunity to kind of make that statement down the stretch here.
You talk about words like experience and confidence that he can gain. Can you expand a little bit more on that? I mean, he did get that largest sample size that he's had with the Sabres. Like, what do you hope he internally took away from that?
I think every player is different what they take from their experiences, and I wouldn't want to speak for him in terms of what those things might be, but a lot of it, what you're hoping for is that belief that I'm there, and I'm ready to be there, and I'm ready to stay there and help this franchise be a winning team.
For you guys, 3 games left. You talked about it on Coffee with Coach how you have earned the right to have a fun, meaningful final week of the season. How exciting is that to be where you are right now?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I mean, he puts so much work in. And you talk with, Mershey and Jobst and Prowse, and, you think back about the beginning of the year, and it seems years ago. And all the work that these guys have put in to become a good team, to become a team that plays so hard for each other, to become a group that you want to fight for. And that doesn't happen every year. It just doesn't. That's your goal every year, but it just doesn't happen every year that you put yourself in a spot like this where these games are meaningful. And you want to embrace that. And so we have a very meaningful game tonight against Toronto Marlies, and you want to embrace that opportunity.
Talk about your opponent. I mean, they've got 3 guys in their lineup with 25 or more goals. How top-heavy is their offense?
Oh, they're not top-heavy. They're just heavy. Their offense. It's not top-heavy. It doesn't drop. I mean, their lineup is loaded with offensive weapons, both at forward and on D. They have, the Shaws and the Bellows and some of those guys that are, more, but they've got depth scoring that is really talented as well. So they present a lot of different challenges when you play against them.
And when you look at that in the standings, they're not out of the conversation for top 3. Like, they could still avoid that 3-game sort of play-in series.
They can still win the division.
Well, yeah, so for that reason, though, when you look at where they're at right now, 4th, because they could still do that, do you expect sort of that desperation effort from them?
But I think that's been the last 25 games in our division. I don't think that changes tonight for us or for them. I think that's been the way that the North Division games have been played out for the last 2+ months.
What do you guys need to do right? I don't know if it's easy to replicate what you did Saturday with 8 goals, but what are the things you do right in games like that you can bring to this one?
Never start a game plan with the end result in mind of that we're going to score 8. That's just not how you're wired or how it works. You lay out, here's what they're really good at and we need to take away, and here's where they're potentially exploitable, and how we want to attack those things. So I think when you play Toronto, it starts with your team defense. Because you cannot let a high-flying team like them get out in open space, have time and space on line rushes in the offensive zone, things of that nature. So the best way to be successful against them offensively is how good you defend, how much time and space you take away, how physically engaged we are without the puck. If you do those things, then you get the puck, and then you get a chance to show that we have talent as well.
Weisbach back?
Weisbach's back. He was out with an illness, so he practiced Monday and Tuesday. He's good.
Good luck.
Thank you.